Well, hello YouTube. Objective in this tutorial will be to calculate sum of all numbers in array in C. Very simple stuff, not that complicated. We must type a little bit more in C than in a Python, for example, but then yet again it's not that complicated. So first let's establish that array with numbers. Call it whatever you like, y. We can put some number here that will be total amount of elements, but if you don't put anything here, that means you can play around with number of elements. We are going to say 1 2 3 4 5, so totally this will be at the end of the day 15. Okay, so we need this number as a check a little bit down there later when we are checking what's happening with the for loop. Is for loop accurate or not? So this is a sum at the moment of these simple numbers that go one after another, incremented by 1. Very simple stuff. You can calculate that in calculator to have that check. After that we will have that variable that will hold total or sum. So let's call it total. At the moment before for loop, of course, it will be 0, and then we will increment for every of these passes here. For passes we are going to use for loop. Right, so what about a length of array, like how many elements we have, how we are going to get that? Well, let's give it a name, len g th of array. We're going to get it with usage of size of function. First, we will grab how big, like physically, this thing is, this number array, and then we will divide that with size of one element. So through sizes, we are going to get number of elements. So size of, again, number, just a second, where is my mouse, number array, and we'll target that first one, which is at position 0, because in C we are counting from index 0. Okay, so now we have number of elements through sizes of it. So we are dividing basically bigger number with smaller number to get elements, number of elements, right? And now for loop, so for initial state will be, for example, some integer x, which will be 0. Then that x must be smaller than number of elements, because we don't want to hard coding here. We can hard code if this array is small, but it's better to do this dynamically. So this is like a dynamic extraction, and then we will not skip any of those elements. So x plus plus is basically x now is previous x plus 1, right? So then again we must use this total at the moment for every of these passes. So total, how we are going to get it? Well, previous total plus every of these individually. And what is generic name for this array? It is number array, okay? But we need to grab individual sizes, I mean individual values. And individual values, all of them one by one, are represented with indexes. So we can get there through indexes. So this x is will repeat multiple times until we reach number of elements here. So basically this is situation at the moment, this is previous situation plus a new value 2 3 4 5. Okay, and once when we have that, we have total, and we can just print it here, like printf, sorry, because this is not Python. We will print total sum of all integers in array. Of course this is integer, so d as a placeholder, and we will concatenate that with a variable total, right? And then we will get 15 as end result. So let's confirm that, and there you go, there is a 15 as a result, so that works. So probably you're thinking, okay, well, can I understand this more clearly? Well, the best way is, for example, before operation of incrementing or boosting this total for every of these passes, we can actually just printf it. So total at the moment and again this is integer, so d, and then we will connect that with total in the moment. Right, let me check. This is final total and this is incremented total, like steps, right? Steps of values. Oh, I need to have /n in a report. Where is that thing? Right here. Okay, /n, and now we are cool. There you go. So 0 is a starting point, of course, plus 1 is a 1, plus 2 is a 3, plus 3 is a 6, plus 4 is a 10, plus 5 is a 15. So yeah, that's pretty much that, guys. Of course, the result will be different if you think differently. For example, you can copy paste this down there. So this will be previous operation when total is 0, and this will be after first increment. So we can also do that. There you go, guys, there you go. So 1 plus 2, 3, plus 3, 6, plus 4, 10, plus 5, 15. Whatever you like. If you think differently, you know, it's totally okay. It's totally okay. Just use this one or that one individually because you don't want to confuse yourselves with multiple steps here. Okay guys, that's it in this tutorial. Thank you for subscription, for sharing this with other people, and see you next one. Ciao ciao.